There is a lot to discuss in this episode. We will discuss Metaplat and the amount of Bitcoin they are purchasing. The return of Codius is imminent. 68,648,000 Bitcoin in the last day. It has increased by 2.27%. Ethereum is up 2.67% at 2,532 right now. Currently, XRP is trading at a comparatively low 51 cents, while USDT and USDC are trading at 99 cents. In the past day, its value has increased by 1.35%, and it is now trying to hit 52 cents. With today being Monday, the total market value of cryptocurrencies is $2 trillion, $345 billion. Since I purchase Quant every Monday, as you are aware, let's check its pricing. I buy $800 worth of Quant every Monday. It ought to show up on the screen if I type it correctly. What does it imply if we are still much below my DCA price, even though it was pushed? It's easy, actually. I will continue to purchase Quant until my dollar cost average matches the current price of Quant. After that, I will rotate my money out when you likely recalculate, as it is most likely less than 75. We can then move forward with the rotation after I run some figures today to find the true value. Where will I rotate next as of right now, and will it be finalized till I make my first purchases? We're observing Psi. It's in the fall, which I want to see because I haven't invested yet. When I first discussed Psi, it was trading at roughly 43 cents. That's what makes it so lovely. 36 cents, the highest amount ever, $14, it's okay, we'll see what happens. I'll notify everyone as usual about my next course of action after I rotate my money out of Quant as the month draws to a close. You can choose to purchase one NFT during our payouts, and if you do, you will receive one NFT for this month. November 1st, December 1st, and January 1st are when we pay out. Folks, you don't have to purchase an NFT each month. Just make the purchase once, and as long as you keep it, you will keep getting paid. It's as easy as that. The XRP Ledger Metaplanet's top project, we're purchasing an additional 1.6 billion Bitcoin. They currently have more than 1,000 Bitcoins. Do you think they realize exactly where Bitcoins are going? We are all aware of its direction. We just don't have the guts to act. Not the Metaplanet, but that one dip, that one last dip, is what everyone is looking for. With more than 1,000 Bitcoins, they have planned for the impending bull run, packed their bags, and amassed 1.6 billion. Anders, I will talk about the adoption of Codius, the Ledger protocol, and the relationship between the two. Speaking about Codius co-creator, he highlights that broad ILP adoption is required for Codius to Apple has started incorporating the Interledger protocol into iOS 18 and later versions, as I indicated yesterday. This integration uses any digital asset and is a currency-neutral platform. To choose the most economical, quickest, and best route, it examines past data. As a result, different digital assets are given an even playing field, and XRP becomes the best choice for money transfers. It's XRP, of course. Because Coil isn't completely dead either, they're working on a new version of Codius in the background, which explains why he isn't dying. Do you recall the stories we read a few years ago that said Codius and Coil were both dead to death? Guess what we all believe to be incorrect to boost ILP adoption? Stephen Thomas is engaged in a project known as DeSci. A peer-to-peer variant of the ILP is called DeSci. Institutions previously solely employed a top-down approach to ILP. Since ILP adoption has been sluggish, DeSci will promote its adoption from the bottom up. What does that mean, then? Prioritizing the adoption of the intellectual protocol before Codius becomes useful is important since institutions are not the only ones who can use it. Codius is still alive, and this article emphasizes his comeback. Ripple is pursuing the derivatives market using its smart contract platform. When we discuss derivatives, we're talking about 1.2 quadrillion, which is a substantial sum of money. Do you hear that term frequently? Given that it is a significant amount of money and that nobody owns anything worth a quadrillion, it does not happen often. Codius returned as a result. The ILP is being adopted, especially by Apple, Safari, and its iOS 18 operating system. Take note of this. This is a huge issue. Since the ILP will be using the quickest, least expensive, and most scalable crypto when it is doing its pathfinding, this will have a significant use case if it is implemented. We are all aware of the cryptocurrency in question, which is XRP. Release this, SBI, SBI Securities, and SBI officials, along with about a dozen others, are suggesting changes to the ETFs, even though Japan has not yet approved them. They contend that some cryptocurrencies have market values comparable to large-cap equities, satisfying the financial needs of a wide spectrum of citizens. ETFs are starting to acquire traction in Japan and are growing in popularity in the US. The secret to drawing institutional capital to these markets is ETFs. Recall that without the participation of institutional funds, we can only boost the price of cryptocurrencies to a certain degree. Ever since I made my first cryptocurrency investment in 2017, I have been thinking about how much my asset would be worth in 2025, 7 years from now. If the institutions start to accept and use crypto, I think my third bull cycle will happen. It was never going to happen. It was unlikely in 2017 that institutions would actually consider cryptocurrency as an investment vehicle and hedge, but they do. We anticipate their arrival. Institutions are intervening, speaking out, engaging in dialogue, and embracing cryptocurrencies. We all had this idea when we initially started in the cryptocurrency industry, believing that we would become the next big thing if we could beat the institutions and take control of the market before they invested millions or even billions of dollars. Nonetheless, Jupiter, the first of the three currencies to keep an eye on in the final week of October, is presently rising. As the Dow begins voting on important government initiatives, we predict that Jupiter's price will rise in the upcoming days. With alternatives to double the quorum to 120 million votes or set it at 30% of the entire stake, this proposal aims to adjust the voting criteria for the most accurate representations. According to them, Jupiter is trading at $1 right now and could move up to this dollar level resistance. The 11th mantra emphasizes how much excitement has been generated by the mentor's manner. The pricing does not yet represent the third mantra, hype. It implies that the OM may have hit a new all-time high above $62 as a result of the launch anticipation. Over the past week, the value of the third mantra, harmony, has dropped by 20% to roughly 1 cent. However, as the network gets ready for a crucial hard fork, this trend might soon reverse. In the last week of October, which we are presently in for complete transparency, there are 3 important things you should be watching. None of these are in my possession, and I do not intend to acquire any. But I'm telling my audience that someone has invested in cryptocurrencies and made a worst-case prediction for XRP. I've got you covered for 4,040 or 4,043 cents. I apologize, but I need 8,086 cents. According to him, if Bitcoin hits 100,000, the value of XRP would rise by 515% in comparison to Bitcoin. We would replicate the highs of the previous cycle. Even a 550% shift could result in significant financial benefits for XRP investors, but if this doesn't happen again, it might be another unique black swan occurrence that affects XRP exclusively. He stated, "Let's dissect it. A Bitcoin can be worth up to $100,000. 4,043 cents XRP is what we're looking at. That doesn't bother me, and this cycle will undoubtedly result in 100K. With 576 XRP and 150,000 USD, the value of a Bitcoin rises to 130,000. 6,064 cents per Bitcoin, 170,000 XRP. The value of Bitcoin is $200,000 XRP and 7,053 cents XRP. 8,086 cents. When I look at it honestly, we're looking at between $150,000 and $170,000, which would place XRP in the $6 range. I go over every worst-case scenario I can think of for XRP. We expect a range of $3 to $6 in the best-case scenario. We might witness a 6% dominance on XRP if the market obtains $7 to $10 trillion. This means that we would have at least $6 in XRP, with the possibility of up to $8. We will reevaluate Bitcoin's current position between $150 and $170 based on my goals for it. This is due to the possibility of a parabolic blow up top, which would cause XRP to reach double digits. E-digit range, listen up, people. The time is almost here.